Respect.
You don't like the rubber?
No. When she had her baby and she wasn't working.
Perfect. You guys hearing the fucking words?
Well,
Absolutely dumb. What the fuck are we doing? They just told me you haven't been paying on the cards for a couple months. Did you know this?
God, no.
all would go behind her back.
Our pregnant wife's back. Download my budgeting app today and take control of your money once and for all. Sign.
Advertisement.
Hi, my name is Bianca. I'm 21,
Hi, my name is Tyler. I'm 21 and we're from Lafayette, Louisiana.
and this is Financial Audit.
Thanks for coming over from Louisiana, guys. Young couple. Are we married?
Very
Yes.
young we are.
Okay, very cool. How long have we been married?
9 months now.
9 months.
Cool.
July.
Oh, okay, very cool. Well, I guess I'm gonna ask. I mean, it's a little less likely these days, but it's possible.
Elopement. We got
What?
eloped. Oh, are you talking about baby?
Oh, baby. I'm talking about baby.
Okay.
Well, we've been married for 9 months, but she's 6 months old. She's about to turn 7 months.
Okay, she's 6 months old. So technically, the pregnancy happened before marriage. Okay,
Yes.
intentional? Whoopsie. Oopsie doopsies.
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blessing in disguise.
You don't like the
Yeah.
rubber?
No.
God, no.
Just
Whoa, what's
not
your
anything that we ever, never, ever.
Yeah, no.
You know more will come.
Yeah, but we just kind of resort to natural ways, timing,
Natural planning.
natural planning.
And how'd that work?
With a baby that's 7 months old now, almost.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, not very.
So something tells me a few years from now you'll be back on the show and there will be 10. All
Hopefully
right.
not 10 because I came up from 8 and we're trying to max out at 3.
Yeah, he's one of 8.
Yeah, your strategy's not getting you there, buddy. You're not keeping you there. All right. So how's life in Lafayette? How we doing? New kid, 21 years old. That's, how we doing money-wise?
Not too good now. Going into it, we were kind of set up. At that time, I had started paying off some of my debt from what I racked up from when I was 18. Over that time, we ended up spending a bunch
Over
of money.
what time? Since 18?
Yeah, since when we were
graduated
18,
high school.
I maxed out my
Yeah,
credit
this
cards.
is a fat stack. Wait, since we got okay, how long have you guys been together, not married?
Since 9th grade.
Since 9th grade.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, jeez, you okay? Really, just the one time and forever. Okay, cool.
Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
How? No, nothing wrong with it. Just a little less common these days. Totally good.
That's hilarious. What's good? What they do, man? It's your boy Purple Lips back with another Purple Lip breakdown. Man, this is Pocket Watching Wednesdays. Welcome back to my channel, and all praises to the Most High. All praises to the people who have joined the journey so far, man. Thank you so much. And yeah, go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel, man. Let's join this journey, man. We're gonna be doing a Pocket Watching Wednesday. Today we got Caleb reacting to Caleb Hammer. You know what I'm saying? And we got another pregnant couple, y'all. Or another pregnant wife, y'all. Damn. We're bringing another baby into the world in a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I said it. It's in a bad situation, man. We're going to get right into it, man. This is not a judgment zone. It's just a warning in today's culture. You know what I mean? Too many people are moving recklessly, with life-changing decisions. And, you know what I'm saying? We got to hold ourselves accountable, foresight, and protect your legacy. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody who see this video is, man, share this video, man. Let's go ahead on the road to 100 subs, man. Let's get it. Let's go. This Purple Lip breakdown. Let's get it.
So you guys have been through just the taking out debt together forever game.
Yeah, kind of. It's kind of a lot of me. She really hasn't had a big eye or knowledge of our financial situation with her staying home and her not having a job
You
anymore.
don't have a job. Okay, so that I guess was going to be my next question, and that makes sense. I mean, new kid, but
I did
She does
before.
still
you
have an
better be
income.
making money. What were you doing before?
I was working at a hospital as a dietitianist,
What were you making?
like $12.60.
Yeah. I don't know the
Hold
cost
up.
of living in Lafayette, but I doubt it's
1 second. Let's go ahead and fast forward to the meat and potatoes. You know what I'm saying?
so lost. You're just talking about so much random.
It's a lot. It is
After
so much.
we graduated high school,
And we were
about
together.
5 months later,
Uh-huh.
we took a trip to Costa Rica.
Sure.
And that was about $5
On
grand we
debt?
spent. No, we had no debt then. I don't
But
think
did you
so.
go into debt for it?
Yes.
No, for sake. So was that the start? Is that what we're
Yes,
saying?
that's the
That was the
start.
start of the mountain, the pile, the you. This all
Yes.
is.
That was the beginning, yeah.
Okay, so why have we done nothing in the 3 years to combat it? To start rolling it back, especially since we had 9 months of knowing we were pregnant.
Well, there was one moment where I actually did try. So
one moment. Oh, thank goodness.
when I
Wait
went
a
to
moment.
California to try to sell solar with my brother, it ended up being a whole
What the?
Ponzi scheme.
Door
And
to door.
they
I
were,
don't
the
think you
people
know
at the
what the
top were
word
making
Ponzi means, but yeah,
pyramid scheme, whatever.
probably closer to a
Yeah,
pyramid scheme.
the people at the top were making all the money, doing stupid stuff, going to parties all the time.
Now that I use Monday service,
Facts, man. Go ahead and get through this commercial real quick. Yeah, nah, man. You know, ain't gonna lie. This couple right here is a little bit different from the last couple because they're a little bit more willing to work with each other, or you can tell that they actually they've been with each other since 9th grade. So basically, more than likely, they are each other's first love. And now they're 21 years old with their first kid, and he basically went into debt trying to hide it from his wife because he didn't want her while she was pregnant to be worried. You know what I'm saying? Respect to that. You know, I kind of respect it to a certain extent if that's the real reason. But at the same time, you gotta have some kind of balance to controlling stuff, especially when you're bringing a kid into this world. That shows already irresponsibility, especially when we leading a woman and a kid. You feel me? Come on, let's get it.
Because that was actually interesting. What the do you think about this? Hearing about these payday loans. Why the would she not know now?
Yeah.
I understand why she maybe. I understand your logic, even though I think you're both. And to be completely honest, I think you're just trying to use that as a little
Excuse.
Well, at the time,
virtuous
I didn't
me.
want to have to ask. I was already
Yes,
asking
you said
family
this
for
already.
money and
Yes,
paying
you
them
said
back
this
money.
already. You said that in your nice little monotone voice. Yes, I heard it. Okay, very good. So, why doesn't she now know 6 months since birth of the child?
I didn't want to put that stress on her. My biggest thing is I don't want to have.
So you to the child.
I didn't want to put that stress on her. My biggest thing is I don't want to have.
So
that,
you will never. So she will never be capable of being able to listen to anything you say. Because
not that
if she
she's not
wasn't then, she
capable,
wasn't
it's
capable
just
3 months
she's
ago.
already
She's not capable
overwhelmed
now.
with taking care of a baby. I don't.
Yeah.
Now that's real, man. Hey, if you can't handle that kind of responsibility, you gotta at least be willing to communicate that you can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're inside when you're inside your relationship, your woman gives you the lead, and this kind of messes up for a lot of other people because let's say this situation doesn't work, God forbid. Hopefully, this young couple works, but let's say it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? This young lady is gonna drag that into the next situation because maybe she doesn't want to depend on the man because she already depended on someone, and I guess he was a bad picker. So now she doesn't trust her own judgment. And now she doesn't even trust the man because she can't trust his judgment because she already tried to trust somebody else's judgment and he failed her. So that's why, you got to go ahead and make sure that if you're going to lead her, if you're going to be leading her and she gives you that ability to lead her, at least be able to communicate when you're failing at leading her. You know what I'm saying?
I want to be able
She'll
to have
be
full
overwhelmed forever with your own logic, though. So you know what this means. You know what this means, right? And it's because you weren't able to vet other people,
Yeah.
right?
Right?
Yeah. So this guy,
Tyler.
yes, it is his fake name. I was confirming. Okay. Yeah. He is essentially saying that he will always think you're stressed, and as long as he thinks you're stressed,
I'll never be in the know.
he can
I'll never be
continue to
capable
go behind
enough.
your back on this. That is the logic he is using. And I want that to be very clear.
And I took care of him while he was in Cali.
She did.
And I told him everything.
She took a lot of burden on that, making sure the minimums were paid.
And that
so
was
I never
really
got
the only
behind.
time I
Yeah, but-
knew of the finances. Just that period.
Wait, what do you mean? You don't know about the finances in general?
Not really.
Not
Why? Why
really.
aren't you guys having that conversation together? This is every fucking couple.
I don't know.
Why? You don't know?
I don't know.
How do you not? No. Okay. Why are you not including her then? She doesn't know why she's not being
I
included.
guess we just
We
don't
just
have
don't-
conversations
And
about
we
it.
have our own
just
bills.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And this is basically what happens when love moves faster than life preparation. You feel me? Because like at just the age of like what they is 21 years old, this couple is trying to like build a home without the blueprint. The husband is basically trying to be the man. You know what I'm saying? And he took out a loan behind his pregnant wife back, and all to hold it together. You feel me? But not to deceive, but to protect her peace. That's a noble, you feel me? Hey, that's a book. Hey, but all dangerous, hey, also dangerous, ain't gonna lie, because when you move without a financial foundation, man, love becomes heavy. Ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, like, we'll have conversations with like how much money we have left after bills and stuff, but like beyond that, it's just
How combined are we?
Not really at all.
Why? You're married.
I mean, we do have
I'm-
one joint bank account, but we don't use it. It's like a credit
Then
union.
what's the
Phone
point?
bills
How do you
together.
even know all the finances then? If one person's managing the finances, how do you even know what they are if we're separate?
I just cover all the bills since she's been a stay-at-home mom, and the only thing she covers is her car now.
And
So
my
she's
credit
making
card.
money again.
Yeah, but how? What if she's not able to cover that because she only has $500?
I was covering it at the time
What's at the time?
when she had her baby and she wasn't working.
Her. You guys hearing the fucking words?
Well, our
Yeah.
baby.
Come on.
Our
This
baby.
is starting to add up here. Starting to fucking add up.
I already know. You already know them commercials.
Come on, the language you use, right? You hearing it?
Our baby.
I'm not saying there's not love
Our
here. I'm not
baby.
saying that. I'm not saying to break up.
We're not breaking up. And it would be
No,
a
I'm not
divorce
saying to.
because we're married.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Hold
in
on.
some of it, I just don't ever want her to have to worry. And I know it takes, through conversation and stuff to have awareness and stuff. But I don't want to put that stress when we're, struggling on her
So let's
when
go
she's
behind
already
her back.
Hey man, what I just heard right there was a couple that really care about each other, and at the same time, you know what I'm saying, they made sacrifices, they put their feelings aside, and they're willing to work on things no matter what, man. I respect that 100%. Let's go a party for them.
I'm not
Divorce
saying.
because we're married.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Hold
in
on.
some of it, I just don't ever want her to have to worry. And I know it takes, through conversation and stuff to have awareness and stuff. But I don't want to put that stress when we're, struggling on her
So let's
when
go
she's
behind
already
her back
dealing
and
with.
commit financial infidelity for the rest of our marriage. That's gonna go real well, guys.
I don't
Real
plan
well.
on doing it forever.
Yeah, and when would that logic change, guy?
Through conversations that
Yeah,
we
but you
need to
wouldn't have
start.
them because you don't want to stress her out.
Yeah.
So when would that change?
Now.
No.
Yeah. Okay. What's different now? And
We
don't use the
just-
bull. Oh, that's
It's in
why I'm
front
here.
of me.
Shut the. Look, that's not why. Like, okay, yes, you're here. We can talk about things, but that doesn't
Yeah.
mean all of a sudden his entire behavior and mindset on life that he's been living the past multi years as you guys
Yeah.
have been together is all of a sudden changing. We can give budgeting advice, maybe conversations that you guys are able to have, different mindsets of the way you're able to
I've
look
never
at things.
had any of that stuff.
Okay, but what honestly, though, to you is going to be different, apparently. Now that you're getting called out by it, and I'm discovering this, who even knows, if this was even in the picture, but I'm discovering that, dude's using his little, virtuous looking amazing to hide things from you, and will always use it, calls it your baby. So,
Yeah.
what are we doing? What is actually going to change?
Well, and one of the biggest things
Why
too
would
is
it
like I
change?
didn't realize how much of, especially with like the payday loans and stuff, until I sent all the documents here. I didn't even look at some of the interest rates on these things, and there's one of them. It has like a 7%
you-
interest rate.
broken. You're the one that's overseeing the finances. That was your self-assignment.
I know.
And she was okay with assigning that to you.
I don't even know how it was approved for them. I just applied for them. I knew I
it's a
needed
payday
money,
loan.
and
That's why the interest rates are so high, because so many people just let them go into collections. Okay, that's not the point. How about the point of why the do you not know if you're the one that's taking on the responsibility of taking care of the house financially?
I should have looked at the statements.
I agree. I'm asking
Yeah.
why you haven't. Thanks for agreeing with me. Why haven't you?
It was just simple. They take it out of your paycheck. You get the funds when you need it.
I get that.
I didn't think of it.
But you have self-assigned you. So why have you felt like you have not needed to go through every document and be informed on the finances of the house?
I feel like
Get
it's
a
just so
second
big of a
opinion.
hole that it's just overwhelming to look at.
So now you're
So you
not
need
only...
second eyes to look at it, so it's not overwhelming.
No, you know what he just said? He says, now I'm not just protecting her from getting overwhelmed, I'm protecting myself. Oh, thank goodness. Really helping the house here. You got a fucking kid, dude. Like, we can't just like put our head in the sand. We're not able to do that anymore.
Protecting him from getting his chewed out. Protecting himself.
I'm sure he likes it.
I ain't gonna lie, he looks like he feels really bad. I could tell this kid really loves her. Look at his face right here. That's just crazy. Like, he's looking at her when she speaks. It's because what she's saying, he knows that he really cares about her. He cares about her opinion. And I respect that 100%, man. Like I said, let's throw another party for him. Look at his face, man. Look, she got him in his thoughts just by making a quick statement. That's just crazy. That's good, man. That's a good thing. That's a good sign. Especially when she got her man like that. You know what I'm saying? Man takes her opinion very seriously. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm pretty sure she has a comfortable space, and he apologized a few times through this interview. Man,
Protecting him from getting his chewed out. Protecting himself.
I'm sure he likes it.
I don't.
Probably.
But there needs to be more conversation, and I'm sorry about
100%.
that.
It's all good.
But
We'll
there needs to be
we'll
more
write
done
out a
about that.
list. We'll write out a list of all our
Newlyweds.
finances.
Young. I mean,
look, she's very smart, man. And she seems like a very smart girl too. She's not just like she. At one point, she did have her finances together, and she helped him out when she had her finances together. But when she had got pregnant, you know, she had let him take the lead. Well, she'd been letting him take the lead and make all the decisions that he wanted and supported him through everything. So I feel like this woman right here is at a very vulnerable place, and that's a good thing. That's a good woman right there. And I just hope that he never drops the ball and never let her goes out in this cold world out here, because God knows it's cold out here. God knows it's cold out here.
I'm happy that you like that type of language. Like there's two walkaways from it. There's the walkaway that I think, you know, people that aren't involved in these conversations will do. But they're like, oh, good, they're green. Or there's the other way, you know, who's been involved in so many of these conversations where it's, oh, they're both agreeing so they can just move on and not have any confrontation. Spoiler alert, they told me beforehand that they avoid confrontation because you guys are just afraid of confrontation with each other. So it's just like that right there. What you guys just did, that is just so you can avoid this and never have to talk about this. It's like, oh, we're drawing the line in the sand. We'll talk about it now.
That was another episode with the Purple Lip breakdown on a Pocket Watching Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can watch the rest of that episode. It's this Caleb Hammer. This episode is called the title is The Imbecile knocked her up, and now she's F. I'm not gonna say the word, and she's financial audit by Caleb Hammer. You know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna watch the rest of that episode, it's about an hour and 50 minutes. Great episode. He breaks down their finances, helps them out with their finances, giving them a blueprint on how to get back on the right track to getting on the right track of getting their finances together. And hopefully this couple figures it out, because they're a young couple. They seem like they've been in love. That's their first love. They're on the right track as far as love wise, but as far as responsibility and leadership, this is where they lack. And this ain't about being perfect. It's about being responsible. because it's if you don't govern your choice, the the government will. The government will make the choices for you, and they will. And this system is built to put us in debt. So that's why this is very important that we pick people for character. So because we know no matter where they are right now, they because of the character of who they are, they're gonna step it up and step it up for the family, for the wife, for what they believe in, the core values at the end of the day. Because this ain't about judgment or nothing like that, man. This is all love. This has been another Pocket Watcher Wednesday with your boy Purple Lips. It's on the Purple Lip Breakdown. On the road to 100 subs, man. I hope y'all appreciate that episode right there. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I appreciate y'all. I'm out.